Boom. All right, you got your coaching package sorted out. You got your consulting offer sitting there, and you've gone out to the marketplace and you're like, great, now I just need to acquire clients. How do you go about doing that? Now, I'm going to talk to you guys about two things here in this video. Number one is who you should be targeting if you're a coach, course creator, or consultant. And I guess secondly, how you can start to package that and sell to those folks. See you guys right after this. All right, welcome back, guys, and thank you very much for joining me. My name is Jamie Gardner. I wanted to say an incredibly warm welcome to the channel. I'm basically going to show you guys the secret sauce. All right, it's not actually secret sauce at all, but what it is basically something for you to think about if you're a coach, course creator, consultant, affiliate marketer, anyone that sells anything online. Now, this principle is going to help you target the right audience based on your current trajectory, current life skills, current experience levels, your current capacity to help those wonderful people out that you know you can serve. Now, what I'm going to do is shrink my head down first and foremost. I don't know why it's so chunky. Anyways, so here's the thing. I'm just going to ad lib a bunch of stuff. By the way, if you get any value from this, I would love it. Absolutely love it if you were to hit the subscribe button. It really helps me out. And also, if you do get any value whatsoever, I would really appreciate a video or a comment, anything at all. Good, bad, or otherwise. I'm a big grown lad now, so I can handle it all. But appreciate any engagement. Just helps me to get this message out there to more and more people. Hopefully help a few more people out along the way. Right. So here's the thing. I'm going to draw two very distinctive shapes for you guys. Number one is this perfectly drawn circle. Great band, by the way. Anyways, that's a story for another time. And over here, almost like an on and off switch, right? We've got zeros and ones, binary. Now that is a silly joke, but I won't go there. So here's the thing, zero. That's where most of us start. I don't know, in fact, not most of us, that I should have just made a blanket statement. Everyone has to start at zero, which is true. Right, so if we're all starting at zero and our goal is to get to one. Now, one can be your first high ticket client, your first high ticket sale, your first coaching client, first group coaching program, whatever it is for you. Could be your first customer online, could be your first affiliate sale, could be absolutely anything, whatever your one big domino is that you want to knock over. Now, here's the crazy thing to start with, and bear with me one moment, I am going to go somewhere with all this stuff, but here's the thing, if you are starting out, this part here from the 0 to 1 is the hardest place because you're trying to figure out, is this the right information? What should I be absorbing? Who should I listen to? Should I compare myself? No. What should I be focusing on? What platform should I go on? What offer should I create? Which sales mechanism should I use? So many things, so many questions. Like, how do I write copy? How do I create content that gets in front of my ideal audience? How do I grow an audience? Do I need an email list? Do I need funnels? Blah, 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 blah. That's a great big symphony. But here's the thing. That is the hardest place because you're still trying to figure it out. And even if you've got coaching, mentoring, all that type of stuff along the way, you're still going to go through a bit of a growth phase in your own personal development and also as a business setting as well, right? So that's the first thing to consider. Why is this important to understand if we are an existing coach or we have a set of skills that we want to perhaps monetize online? Why is that an important thing to consideration? Because here's the thing. If we have a skill and we know that that skill might help someone go from, say, for example, I don't know, they're into wedding photography and we can help them package something up which helps them charge extra, like higher prices, create better packages, acquire more customers, have more bookings, whatever it is. If that's our skill set and we've done it for ourselves and maybe as a case study for closest mates or something like that, but we're still thinking, oh, well, how do we how do we go about doing this? How do we actually get this out there? Here's the thing to consider. Is it easier to sell to people that already have bookings, right? They already are an established photographer. They already have a portfolio. Maybe they just want more bookings. Maybe they want to charge higher prices and make more money for less time. Maybe they want to be maybe a little bit selective about the types of weddings that they choose to be part of. They might decide driving for 5 hours to a remote destination sounds cool, but it doesn't really match what they truly want to do because the cash flow isn't, because they're undercharging themselves, right? So therefore, those folks, they are already at 1, right? They know how to sell some stuff. They have experience. They have the skill to do the thing, right? So it's going to be easier if someone's at 1 to get them to catapult to the next goal. Significantly, lost my words there, significantly easier to get them to that point. And that could be, for example, here to, next 3 months is completely booked out, say Beaver booked, right? That might be them winning that goal. But for the person over here who has just enjoyed taking photos in their spare time and putting them on Instagram, and they're thinking about starting a wedding photography business, that is going to be really, really hard. There are a lot of moving parts. They need to go out there and sell their services. They need to price their services. They need to, well, they'll probably think they need a website and all that type of stuff. They don't, by the way, but they probably think that they need to. Then they think they need business cards, and then they need this equipment and that equipment, and blah, blah, blah. And then they need a portfolio, and they need to package that up. They need to send the books back to the lovely couple, and then, all sorts of stuff, right? There's a lot of things for them to manage. And so therefore, I'm not saying don't go through this process to help these people out. I'm just saying, depending on where you are in your journey, it's really important who we choose to help. I know from my own experience, I've got 900 plus students across, well, now technically 3 amazing programs. It's a lot easier if someone jumps into a particular program and they're like, cool, I've made 12 high ticket sales over the last 3 months, and I just want to stabilize a little bit more. That is awesome. Good for you. It is also so much easier for us to take that person and go, cool, here's how we help you get to consistent 10 to 20 to 30 to 40, 50K months, because they have gone through that process of figuring it out enough stuff to get to that point. Okay. So once they hit 1, and the 1 could be $1,000 a month, and they want to go to 10K. But I can assure you that that jump from 1K up to 10K is really, really small compared to the person that is going from 0 to 1, because they're still figuring stuff out in their own mind. Okay. So your better paying and your better clientele are going to come from this space here when they've hit the 1 moving forward, okay? Because they already have proof of concept in their own mind. They already have figured some stuff out. But there's probably going to be less competition and a broader marketplace here in this 0 to 1 gap. But it's going to be harder to get these folks results, right? Because they still, no matter how simple you make it for folks, they're still going to go through their own mental battles to get to that place, right? So what do? You basically take stock of where you're at. Now, if you are, going back to my random little example there, if you are, say, for example, wedding, and you've had experience with your own business for many years, and you've got it systemized or process in place, and you can take the average person who is already an existing wedding photographer, and you can, catapult their results to 50K a month, 100K a month, whatever it is, right? That is going to be easier, and you're going to make more money by doing so, because these are the clients that already know how to do all this stuff here. Already have websites, and already have funnels in place, already have sales processes in place, all that type of stuff. And you're just taking that and accelerating it for them. Okay. So just something to think about, guys. Just really wanted to knock out this quick video just to kind of get you guys to start thinking about this thing. Conversely, if you're an affiliate marketer or a coach in the online marketing space, specifically in the MMO space, again, have a think about that. What is your minimum requirement for someone to jump into your world? Now, me at this juncture, I've got something, a new program I've just put out. It's called the Sanctum of Success. And it's basically where what I'm showing is a consulting offer, and or I call it facilitation, because in my mind, I don't really want to coach folks. I want to facilitate the change, but they need to step up to the mark, okay? And so I make that abundantly clear in my content, make that abundantly clear in my offer. Hey, I'm not going to babysit, I'm not going to hold your hand. This is about you stepping up to the mark. I will be there every step of the way if you need help, but you've got to be proactive with it. You've got to reach out to me. You've got to jump on the stuff. You've got to take the information that I'm giving you and actually implement it as quickly as possible, right? You can't sit on the stuff for months. That's just not how it's going to get done and how it works, right? So that is my minimum hurdle for this stuff. Need to have a little bit of an audience, need to have an offer of some kind, or we can create one. And ideally, if you've got traction, then I'll help catapult you forward moving along, right? So that's my minimum requirements for that particular thing. I also have an affiliate offer, and the affiliate offer is basically 0, wanting to hit 1, wanting to more, all that type of stuff as well. So it really just depends on how you're catering to your audience. I just wanted to put this video out because I want folks to start thinking about this stuff. If you are a coach, consultant, course creator, things like that, start having to think about the state or stage of awareness of your buyer and how you can help them out, and then looking at what your goals are moving forward. So hope this helps, guys. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on all this. If there's anything else you'd like to learn from this channel or from me specifically, I'd love to know it. Happy to help you guys out as best as I can. And hit the link if you're interested in learning about how I help my students out, how I help them scale to 10 to 50K months using a very simple, less than 4 day per week work week. Let me know. There's a link to my Facebook there. Let's have a chat, see if I can help you out. So anyway, my name is Jamie. Really appreciate you guys. Catch you in the next one. Cheers.